Hey guys, Bob Black, Bob on Bass. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. Today we're going to take a look at the Fender American Performer jazz bass. Stick around. Alright, so to start with, Fender American Performer jazz bass. Passive instrument. 2 single coil Yosemite pickups. I love this kind of finish. I mean, this is just the classic bass look, isn't it? I mean, you walk into any kind of a gig, any kind of a studio session, nobody's going to be surprised by the look of this instrument. Nobody's going to feel funny about it. It just looks like the standard, which it is. Anyway, as usual, I'm going to tell you anything I like or I don't like about an instrument. Your opinions may differ, and that's perfectly fine. We don't all drive the same car. We're not all married to the same person. So, yeah, your opinion is fine, but I'm going to tell you what I honestly think about it. A lot of people that I see doing videos don't do that. They say they're not sponsored or whatever, but they never say anything negative. Very, very rarely do you find someone that's going to... And I won't say anything negative if I don't see anything negative, you know. Anyway, we're going to take a look at this Fender American Performer jazz bass. It's got an alder body. I like the weight. It's not too bad. Now, if you look online, if you see a couple of the places that do post the weights, this one is on the lighter side. This is just over 8 pounds, which is nice. I like that. Here's the back of it. It's got a satiny smooth neck. It's got some kind of a finish on it, but it's definitely not a sticky thing. It's very, very smooth. It's got nice tuners. Yep. Yep, the fluted ones that push the string down, which is nice to have. We got volume on the neck pickup, volume on the bridge pickup. And this is a grease bucket tone control. And what that does is, you can take the tone, you know, as you take it off, you're not boosting the lows, you're just cutting some of the highs. There's a lot of people who don't like it. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool. The bridge is really nice. It's not the heavy high mass bridge, but I don't think that makes much of a difference, to be honest with you. It does have little grooves where you can adjust the width of the strings. It's basically 19 millimeter spacing, but you can adjust it a little bit. Rosewood fingerboard. What else? Oh, we can adjust there's a special tool that comes with it to give the neck an adjustment. I gave it a slight adjustment before doing this video. It was pretty close the way it came. Anyway, let's give a look and listen and see what we think. I feel a little bit sitting here, a little tiny bit of neck dive. Not too much. I mean, just with my arm resting here. It's not something I think too much about. And on the strap, I tried it. It's fine. Oh, and it does come with a gig bag, but it's, you know, it's not a really nice gig bag. It's just, it'll keep the dust off. Let's put it that way. Anyway, let's have a listen. Excuse me. Both pickups all the way up. By the way, we're going through a Mesa D800 head and a Hartke HL410 cabinet. There's no processing of any kind being done here. I want this to be like you're sitting in the room with me. You know, you can make the shittiest bass sound great with enough processing. You know, you've probably seen it done on many YouTube channels. Anyway, this is just going through the speaker into the camera, okay? So anyway, both pickups all the way up, tone all the way up. Okay, typical kind of jazz bass tone. Now I'm going to take the tone off halfway. You probably won't hear a difference. subtle, very subtle. Okay. How about just the neck pickup? Tone all the way up. Now, here's something nobody mentioned, and it's really not bad on this instrument. These are single coil pickups, so you're going to get some 60 cycle hum. It's very, very slight. Almost unnoticeable. And that's with the tone all the way up. But I do hear a very slight 60 cycle hum. Anyway, here it is, just the neck pickup. And I always, when I play a jazz bass, it's just natural for me to play over the bridge pickup. It just feels the most comfortable for me. But you can get a little bit different sound by moving your hand around, as you probably know. Anyway. Kind of that P-bassy thing. Let's take the tone down halfway. I kind of like that. It's not bad at all. Tone off all the way. Good. Now let's go to the bridge pickup. Volume up, tone all the way up, and get a little bit more 60 cycle hum with that. Still not terrible. And that's one of my pet peeves. I just, if I buy a bass like this, I usually switch out the pickups to ones that don't hum canceling pickups. Anyway. Let's bring the tone back halfway. Great sound. Obviously, it's that Jocko-inspired sound. I can't play like Jocko, but I can get close to the sound. Anyway. Tone all the way off. Now people say that you can blend the pickups. In other words, I've heard some guys on YouTube say, okay, so let's say I got the bridge pickup all the way up and I'm just going to slightly back off the neck pickup. What I have found, especially with Fender basses, you just back that pickup off a little and it sort of like shuts it down. That's what it seems like to me. I mean, there's a little bit left in there. Let's just back that off. Okay, that's almost done. Bring up so there's just a hint of this pickup, you know, when I back off the other. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. One thing I don't like about this bass, okay, it's got white dots, which is great, that's fine. But if you're standing there playing, especially if you're in a kind of on a stage that's not well lit or a dark club, these dots, these side marker dots on the side, I don't know, let me put it real close, see if you can even see them. They're so small that it's going to be hard to see if the place is not well lit. Yeah, and I like to be able to see those side dots clearly. I've had some P basses that had the same issue. Although the dots were black, these are white. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but you can hardly see it. Anyway, it's a nice bass, $1,500. Is it worth it? I would say it is. I mean, that's not really overly expensive for a nice Fender jazz bass. I've tried the Player series basses, and I find this to be more high quality, and it should be for the extra money. Anyway, I'm very interested in hearing what you guys think. Have you played one of these? Have you gigged with one of these? Always anxious to hear your point of view. Anyway, guys, I think I got everything. Nice pick guard, by the way. I like it. Everything, I mean, it just looks really sweet. Feels good. It's a very fast neck. You can play really fast on this thing. Which might be a bad thing, depending on the situation. Anyway, thanks for joining me on the channel. Please hit like and subscribe. I look at my analytics, and about 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, you know, please do. And it helps the channel out a lot. Also, I have a Patreon account if you want to help support the channel. I do thank all the patrons that I do have that help me keep this up and running. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again